So you're back. I'm going to assume it's because you really like the budget project and you're very interested in that. So, okay, this is our budget project. We already set up our main budget table, but I wanted to talk to you about savings and 401k. Notice I didn't put a title or anything on this yet. First off, you can call it future, you can call it savings and 401k, you can call it investments. It doesn't matter what you name it, as long as it's clear that this is your retirement section. Okay, we've already set up 401k tables before, and I don't want to reinvent the wheel. So this is my 7th period. It's been giving me some issues, so I went ahead and copied it ahead of time just in case. But basically what you do is you pull this up. This is my 401k table. I had like conditional formats. It was amazing. I don't want to have to retype all of that. So what I did is I went to this little triangle right here. This triangle between the A and the 1, like right here, this highlights or selects everything. So when I click that, everything gets selected. Notice it's all gray and you've got the little dots kind of moving. So I did Control C. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to make sure it's in corner A1. I'm going to do Control V for paste. Notice it put this in here. So let me check, make sure my formats came along for the ride. So if yes, okay. So I have this. Now, one of the things, there are several, one of the things you have to pay attention to when you copy in. So notice I had some $B, $7 because I wanted to always refer back to this interest rate. If you copy and you paste from other worksheets, if it's not in the exact same location, so say I pasted it over here somewhere, this $B, $7 is still going to be pasted over here, only instead of referring up to where I want it or where I think it's referring to, it's going to refer back to B7, whatever is in that. So if you copy and paste in, make sure you're still referring to the things that you want to be referring to. Okay, that's the first thing. The next thing for your 401k table, I have an income here. I don't want to type anything. I have an income section. So my income section is over here. So what I want to do is I want to refer this back to my income section. So I'm going to go right here for my income. I'm going to leave everything else the same. I'm just on my income itself. I'm going to go equals, click over on my income. I'm going to do my yearly gross income. Enter. So now notice it filled out my table for me. So that's the first thing. So that's good. The next thing I need for my 401k, so this is my total yearly contribution, and that's good. But for my table, I need my monthly. So what I'm going to do is I want it right here though, right? This is total, this is me and the company, but I want to know how much I'm putting in a month. So this right here is how much I'm putting in for the year. So for right here, I'm going to go monthly, and I'm just going to go equals. I'm going to click on my year, divided by 12. I'm not using this one because I'm not putting this in, like this is not coming out of my paycheck. Only this part of it's coming out of my paycheck. So now this is my monthly contribution to 401k. So on my budget table for 401k, I'm going to go equals, and I'm going to refer back to that. That's my monthly portion. So notice it fills it in. Okay, so that's the 401k part. The next part you need is your savings. So what I want to do, I have savings here on this spreadsheet too. So here's my savings. I'm going to use the one with contribution, this one. So I'm going to copy this for a few rows. I'm going to paste it in. I have some merge things that may or may not work, but I'm going to try. Now, notice how these are all doing funky things. And the reason is this dollar. So before it was referring back to this, my yearly contribution, that was in 07. So now, if for my contribution, it's not in 07 anymore, it's in 04. So I need to update this to 04. It goes there. That's right. So now, first off, I'm going to click that one. And I'm going to drag it all the way down. Why? Okay, interest, I'm going to go ahead and update this too. So my interest before was referring to my interest percent. It's now not in M6, it's here, it's M3. So I would need to update that. So I'm going to replace the 6 with the 3. And I would do all that. The only thing on this that you need, so we would update that. We would make sure we're referring, I'm about to run out of time, so I'm being fast. We would refer to the right cells. The other thing that you would need to do is this monthly is what goes in your budget table for savings. And then once you get this, you would click it and drag it down for 40 years.